Preventive Measures and Alternative Solutions of Air Pollution, Lesson 8.2. So before we proceed with the discussion, let me give first a short context. So as people living in an urban area, highly urbanized area, especially here in Makati, so one of our key preventive measures is being aware. So quality ng hangin natin. So paano natin malalaman yan? Paano tayo magkakaroon ng knowledge dyan? So meron tayong tinatawag na early warning system for air pollution. This is very important. Bakit? The air quality index help us understand whether the air condition is healthy, moderate, or unhealthy. So, especially for common and highly populated areas, kailangan po yan. So, bakit? Kasi may mga vulnerable people and tayo na para malaman natin kung paano mapoprotektahan yung sarili natin pag lumabas tayo ng bahay. So, para malaman natin kung kailan tayo lalabas o hindi, or magagamit tayo ng face mask to protect ourselves. So, here in Makati, we already have access to air quality information guidelines. So, just be updated lang sa social media. Nagpo-post naman sila doon lagi, especially sa May Makati. So, in that case, awareness is prevention, and prevention starts with staying informed. So, paano naman tayo makakapag-ambag sa air pollution? One preventive measures that we can do is simple decisions at home. Conserve energy. Hugutin natin yung mga appliances or i-turn off natin pag hindi na kailangan. Reduce, reuse, recycle is one of the best approaches from the community para sa pag-decrease ng air pollution. Hindi lang sa air pollution, sa iba pang pollution yon. So, prepare to buy green electricity. Itong mga electronics na to, dahil modern days, puro electrical na yung gamit, consider buying na EPA quality standard test. So, pasado siya sa energy efficient testing, and next, I prefer to use solar lights, mga solar energies natin para makatipid ng kuryente at the same time yung may mga timer. Use friendly water-based paints. So sa labas ng bahay and then sa loob, water-based paints is very efficient. Nakakatulong siya dun sa air pollution sa loob at labas ng bahay. So lastly, but pinaka-crucial, prepare to not smoke, no? So, huwag tayo mag-smoke sa loob ng bahay, huwag din mag-smoke sa labas. At kung meron man, sana po ay may tigil na ang paninigarilyo dahil para makabawas tayo sa air pollution, hindi na tayo makakapagdagdag. Next is consider buying fuel-efficient vehicles. But people nowadays are really getting into buying EV. What is EV? So, electric vehicle, mga sasakyan na pinapagana gamit lamang ang battery. So, company nowadays are investing on EV merchandise para makapag-ambag sila ng malaki sa air pollution sa buong daigdig, no? So, third is pinakasimple, using eco bag when we are buying in grocery stores, Dali, Pure Gold, etc. Then habitual using of rechargeable batteries para sa mga appliances natin na di baterya. So next deal natin is how we will do pag we will go outside, we will drive outside using our vehicles, no? Unang-una, plan your trips. Kasi pag planado yung trips natin, mas sakto yung biyahe natin, mas sakto yung pag-use natin ng gas, mas mababawasan ang pag-ambag natin sa air pollution. Pangalawa, following blow bagets. Sino ba si blow bagets? Si blow bagets ay isang checklist from the government, especially in the LTO, para malaman natin kung efficient pa ang ating sasakyan gamitin, from brakes to lights to oil, from emission itself. So, hindi lang yung safety natin, safety rin yun para sa environment. So, pangatlo, kung kaya nyo naman mag-bike kasi it's a win-win, no? Nag-exercise ka na, hindi ka pa nakapag-ambag ng air pollution. If you are in outside and may nakita kang mga bagay or mga sasakyan na lumalabag sa Clean Air Act, we can report them. So, we can report them to the authorities. Ayun, again, use energy conserving motor oil. Tas if possible, no, kung kayang mailipat ang time schedule para sa makaalis ka sa rush hour. Intensity of the rush hour increasingly air pollution is very high. No, grabe ang ambag ng air pollution ng rush hour sa paligid, no. So if possible, join a carpool or vanpool to get to work para mas efficient. So dito makikita nyo, carbon dioxide variation, CO2 concentration ng Earth 1,000 years ago. Ito yung graph. So, almost the last 400 years showing rise since Industrial Revolution. So, bakit? Bakit Industrial Revolution? From there kasi, we all know na people heavily, hindi naman lahat, pero people heavily depends on fossil fuels. For what? So, transportation ng goods, business, lahat nandun. So, from that alone pa lang, tumaas na ng sobra ang air pollution natin. Next topic, ano yung mga simple solutions natin to help reduce air pollution? Especially using alternative fuels to reduce air pollution. Ano yung mga yon? Conventional fuels. So, ano yung mga conventional fuels? So, andyan yung mga fossil fuels natin, coal, natural gas, nuclear materials such as uranium and thorium, artificial radioisotope fuels that are made in nuclear reactors. No? Some will know alternative fuels. Meron tayong mga alternative fuels. Unang-una dyan si biofuels. No? Saan ba nanggaling si biofuels? Biofuels is derived directly from plants, oil ng plants, indirectly from agricultural, commercial, domestic, or industrial waste. So, from waste, naging fuel siya. So, paano yon? So, dinadala si waste products to factories or chemical factories. Pinaprocess nila yon para maging biofuel. So, this includes about following biofuel like ang end product nun is bioalcohol, methanol, ethanol, butanol. Lahat yun is biofuel. So, hydrogen fuel is zero emission fuel. So, wala siyang ini-emit na usok, which is uses electrochemical cells or combustion in internal engines. Non-fossil fuels are alternative sources of energy that do not rely on burning up limited supplies of coal, oil, or natural gas. Example of these fuels are nuclear energy, wind energy, solar energy, water-generated energy. Lahat ng natural lang dyan, non-fossilized. Next is vegetable oil. Vegetable oil can be used as an alternative fuel in diesel, especially in diesel engines, no? In heating oil burners, or vegetable oils that can be used as fuels as the following. So, meron tayong tatlo: SBO, RBO, and VVO. Propane, so also known as liquefied petroleum gas. This is a clean burning fossil fuel that can be used to power internal combustion. So, sumikat tong LPG na to, lalong-lalo na sa cooking sa bahay. So, gumagamit sila ng liquefied petroleum gas para sa kotse. Nauso to dati, pero na-abolish din siya dahil for some safety reasons of the integrity of the cylinder itself na ginagamit sa mga taxi, kung if you recall that. Okay, in international naman, meron tayong tinatawag na ISO 22241, the core global regulation. So, the 22241-1 defines chemical impurity requirements for AdBlue concentration sa mga sasakyan. So, ano ba si AdBlue? So, AdBlue is nowadays for Euro 6, mga especially sa trucks, particularly in diesel engine trucks, no, meron na tong technology na nilalagyan ng AdBlue sa tabi ng engine niya for sa combustion niya, while the truck is combusting, si AdBlue ang mag-turn ng from harmful emissions to harmless. So, ano yung ini-emit ni engine trucks, diesel engine trucks, no? It produces nitrogen oxide, no? Ano yung saan ba yun? It produces smog, acid rain, and respiratory lung problem. So, pag meron si AdBlue, naglalagay siya ng konting moist sa loob, nababawasan niya yung concentration ng nitrogen oxide. So, ginagawa niyang mas less harmless ang emission ng diesel truck. So, malaking regulation to para makatulong sila sa pagbawas or decrease ng air pollution sa Earth.